Dave Tosch, Executive Director, Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. And today I am with Erica Grissmerson, and she is the manager of the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is upcoming here in our area in Wenatchee, September 18th. And so we just wanted to chat with her a little bit, learn more about what this is all about, and how you can help and how you can participate, and so on and so forth. So Erica, tell us, what is Alzheimer's disease and how does it impact our community?
So Alzheimer's disease is a progressive and fatal brain disease that affects a person's memory, thinking, and behavior. Alzheimer's affects over 6 million Americans, including 120,000 people here in Washington state. And actually, prior to the pandemic, it was the third leading cause of death in Washington. In fact, 1 in 3 seniors will die of some type of dementia. There's also currently 300,000 unpaid family caregivers in our state right now providing support to a loved one with dementia.
Now, I know a lot of people are aware of this already, but maybe you can just remind us. You mentioned Alzheimer's and then you mentioned dementia. Can you relate the two?
Yeah, so dementia is the umbrella term, and there's different types of dementia. So Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. So dementia is kind of that umbrella term for the different types. So Alzheimer's, Lewy body, there's different types of dementia.
Yeah, okay, thank you for that. And tell us a little more about your association, the Alzheimer's Association.
So the Alzheimer's Association, our vision is a world without Alzheimer's and all other dementia. We're actually the world's largest nonprofit funder of Alzheimer's and dementia research. We offer care and support programs for individuals and families affected by this disease, such as support groups, education, care consultants. And we also have a 24/7 helpline, which is 1-800-272-3900. And that's available to anybody 24/7 whenever you need it.
So your organization is broken into regions, organized based on different regions, and you're covering most of Eastern Washington, including Wenatchee. And so I would assume you have a lot of helpers here in the Wenatchee area. You want to talk a little bit about your need for volunteers, the volunteers you have, and what they're able to do for you?
Yeah, so we have what we call our walk planning committee, and that's based of a bunch of volunteers located in Wenatchee, and they help with all the planning of the walk. So we meet all year long, about once a month, and we plan everything walk related. So getting new teams, getting our past teams to sign back up, planning the day of logistics, making sure the event's going to go off without a hitch, ordering supplies, all of that stuff. So we always need more people on the committee to help. And then we also need day of volunteers to help with like setup and the promise garden, tear down, different things like that.
So again, if they're interested in helping you out, could you provide that contact number again?
Yeah, so that would be my contact information, and my phone number is 509-552-7026. So they can call me anytime, or text is fine as well.
Well, we have a nice place here in Wenatchee to walk. I would imagine that the loop trail is where you walk mostly. Is that correct? Or what is the path that you walk?
Yeah, so actually this year we moved our walk. Prior years we were at Pybus, but we outgrew that spot. Historically, we've had about 300 people join us for walk. So this year we moved our walk over to Walla Walla Point Park, but we'll walk along that same trail on the park, that waterfront park trail.
So what is this walk for Alzheimer's, and why is it important to your organization?
So the Walk to End Alzheimer's is what raises all of the money and the funds for us to provide the 24-hour care, 24-hour helpline, our care and support programs, and it also funds our research. So it's also our biggest form of awareness for Alzheimer's. The proceeds go towards, like I said, dementia research, as well as care and support programs for all the people that are impacted by the disease. The walk is hosted in over 600 communities across the country. And that's including here in Wenatchee. Last year, the walk was virtual and everybody walked in their own neighborhoods. But this year, we are very, very happy to be back in person and we'll be walking together again.
And so, how many years has this been ongoing? I suppose, your region has been involved in this for quite a bit longer, but could you tell us a little more about how the walk was created and how long we've been doing these?
So the walks have, they all started kind of as a grassroots, it all started with a group of volunteers that wanted to bring the walk. So pretty much everything we do at the association is volunteer led, staff supported. So that's how all of the walks started in each of their communities, is a group of dedicated volunteers wanted to start a walk. And the Wenatchee walk, I believe, started in 2014. So we've been doing that for quite a number of years now. And many of the people that walk today have walked every single year since its beginning, but some of the walks have been going on for 20 plus years. So it's been around for a long time.
And you had mentioned something here just briefly. I think you said something about the Promise Garden. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, the Promise Garden is the best part of the walk, in my opinion. So the Promise Garden is comprised of pinwheel flowers, colorful flowers, and they represent your connection to Alzheimer's. And each color has a different meaning. So the blue flowers signify somebody, you can see the flowers behind me. The blue flowers signify somebody with Alzheimer's. The yellow flowers represents the caregivers supporting those with Alzheimer's or dementia. Purple flowers are carried by those who have lost somebody with dementia. And then the orange flowers are carried by anyone who supports the cause. And at Walk Day, we have what we call our opening ceremony and our Promise Garden ceremony. And we ask everybody to raise their pinwheel flowers according to their connection to the cause. And at the end, we just have a sea of color and everybody's connected. And it's just probably the most powerful part of the walk. That's my favorite part. It's just a beautiful representation of how we're all connected and how we're all here to support each other during this journey of Alzheimer's.
Well, as the director of the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, we have a nice newsletter that we publish every month and have been publishing during COVID while we've been closed. And we will be promoting the event in our September newsletter, and we hope that a lot of our seniors, not just the members, but seniors in our community will help support this endeavor. And obviously, as people age, we see more of this kind of disease, and it would sure be nice to get a handle on it, and we want to help in any way we can. So look forward to working with you in the future and making this thing more successful as we go. I'm sure it's going to be with us for a while. And just want to thank you for spending the time with us today and reassuring us that we're going to have the event this year. Again, it's on September 18th. And do you want to provide any other contact information before we end the conversation today?
Yeah, so to get registered for your team, you want to get your teams registered. We're trying to get people to register early this year just to provide, we're trying to go as touchless as possible at the walk. So if you can get registered early, that would be best. And you can get registered at alz.org/walk. And then you'll just look for the Wenatchee Walk, and that's how you get registered. So we're really trying to promote people to get registered early. And then, like I said, you can always contact my cell phone if you have any problems getting registered. I'm happy to help at any time.
Well, thank you again very much for your spending a few minutes with us today. And like I said, we'll be looking forward to a very successful walk here on September 18th. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
See you soon.